Alright guys, let's tackle this linear programming stuff. The first thing we do with our linear programming is read through, find our variables, find our goal. What are we trying to make maximum or minimum? So when we read this about the snack bar selling hot dogs and hamburgers, we are looking for our variables. So right there at the beginning, we're selling hot dogs and hamburgers, and so X is the number of hamburgers, and let's make Y the number of hot dogs. And then our ultimate goal, after we read through all of this information, is to know how many would we sell to make the maximum profit. So we have a goal to maximize, or sometimes you minimize, but here we're going to maximize, and we always make our equation here. Profit equals 33 cents on a hamburger and 21 cents on a hot dog. I'm going to convert those to money by putting a decimal in decimal form there. So my answer in the end will be in dollars and cents. All right. Our constraints. The interesting thing with linear programming problems is that we can't make unlimited profit because we have limits in the real world. So we have to write equations for our limits and graph them to see what's possible. So we have to sell at least 10 hamburgers. So X has to be greater than or equal to 10, but we cannot cook more than 40. So X has to be less than or equal to 40. We have to sell at least 30 hot dogs. So Y has to be greater than or equal to 30, but no more than 70. So less than or equal to 70. And then all together, no more, cannot cook more than 90. So X plus Y together has to be less than or equal to 90. So those are our constraints, and we need to put them on the graph to visualize what's possible. So notice the scale here, we're counting by tens. So when it's X is hamburgers, we're greater than or equal to 10, so I'll have a vertical line here at X equals 10. Remember, solid line because of the equal symbol, and greater, so we would shade to the right. But we have to be less than or equal to 40, so 20, 30, 40. Less than, so shade to the left. Okay, hot dogs, Y has to be greater than or equal to 30. Solid line because of the equals, shade up, but less than or equal to 70. And since it's less than, shade down. So for now, our region, shaded region, is here in the middle. That's going to be known as our feasible region. But we have one more constraint to go, one more limit, and that's in standard form, X plus Y equals 90. So I would graph that by graphing the X and Y intercepts. So if I put 0 in for Y, X is 90. If I put 0 in for X, then Y is 90. So I'll be graphing from 90 on the X to 90 on the Y. Again, solid line. And less than, so shade underneath. So the area that's shaded all 5 times, known as the feasible region right here, is here. Now the feasible region are all the values of X and Y that would make all the inequalities true. However, the maximum and the minimum occur at the corners, the vertices. So this is a polygon with 5 corners, so there's 5 places where the right answer might be. So we'd fill those in. We'd have 1030, we'd have 1070, we'd have 20/70, we'd have 40/30, and we'd have 40/50. Oops, forgot my 0. This arrow should actually be written over here. We want to put our profit equation here because now's the time where we're going to find out what our profits are and figure out which one does the maximum. So one at a time, we're going to substitute in the X value and the Y value, and then we'll grab a calculator and evaluate these equations. So this one comes out to $9.60. This one comes out to $18. If we substitute 20 and 70, 40 and 30, 40 and 50, I will stop writing this so you can stop watching me. We get the following profits. So if you're looking for the maximum profit, you pick the maximum answer. If you're looking for the minimum, you pick the smallest answer. Sorry for the announcement there. Obviously, I'm making this video at school for you guys on Friday afternoon. So, after plugging in all of those values, we can see that the maximum is right here at the bottom row. This corner was the winner. How many of each item should we sell to maximize profit? Please put on units. 40 is X, which means 40 hamburgers. And 50 is Y, which means hot dogs. Please don't just write 40 and 50. And then the maximum profit units there, $23.70. And I think the moral of the story is that the owners of this snack bar should sell their prices or raise their prices, because that's a lot of work for less than $24 of profit. All right, I'm going to pause this video, stop this video actually, and make a different video with the example on the back so that one is not too long to load. So pause, and I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes.